Hey guys, welcome back to day 4 of the B5 maintenance. I think today we're gonna focus on cleaning the transmission bell housing as well as replacing the throwout bearing, cleaning the catch can, and after that's done, we can focus on changing the transmission fluid and the rear diff fluid. I think that's all for today. So let's start. Make sure you put some kind of lube in that point and some here as well. And to reinstall this, just hook the top, then squeeze it in. That. To install your throwout bearing, all you have to do is just line these two edges with these clips up with these edges and it snaps right in. Also, make sure you put some lube on this section because this bearing, this area slides on that sleeve. I just put some lube on this sleeve right there and on that. Then to install this, you just line this clip up with this little bolt head looking thing. Alright, let's see what maintenance stuff we got from the guys over at FCP. So, we got some Liqui-Moly fully synthetic gear oil. If I remember, this is for the rear diff. So that's what I'll be using. Got some spark plugs. These are the exact ones I run. Some BKR7Es. Got an oil filter for the oil change. Got a couple bottles of this for the transmission fluid change. And I'll be using some Liqui-Moly 1040 for this oil change. So we're gonna start loosening the fill bolt and the drain bolt on the transmission. The fill bolt is a 17 mil hex, and this is the kit I have for the drain bolt. They're a triple square, like security style, I think, but it is an M16 size for the transmission drain, and it must have that hole in there because you won't get the bolt out with just a regular triple square. So if you don't know, this is where the fill plug is located, right there on a B501A 5-speed, and you figured you know where the drain plug is. It's right there. So always make sure you can take out the fill plug before you can take out the drain plug, because the last thing you want to do is drain the transmission or your diff and not be able to refill it because you have a stripped fill plug or just not the right socket or something. So make sure you do that first. So we'll go ahead and reinstall the drain plug and torque this to 26 foot-pounds. So to fill the transmission, I'm using this old cheap funnel with a little piece of hose attached to it. It's a 1/2 inch, I think. Yeah. And just a little hose clamp on it, and it will sit right in there, and I can just pour the fluid just like that. The torque spec for this fill plug is 18 foot-pounds. Alright guys, special delivery from my girlfriend. She just made it over here. And the turbo showed up at the house like a couple hours ago. So let's unbox it and see what I got. Yep. This is the V-band clamps. So I could weld a 3-inch downpipe to it. Nice piece. Okay. An oil fitting. It's not a ball bearing, so there is no restrictor in there. It's just like probably an NPT to -4 AN. Here's the exhaust housing. I opted for a 0.83. The clamps and the bolts. Yeah, I went with a 0.83 AR or A2. A2, my bad. AR housing. Because I plan to turn the boost up in ethanol. I used to run a 0.63 and it would choke when I started tuning it in ethanol, so I swapped to a 0.83 or 82. So hopefully this will be good. There's the turbo, nice little wheel. Seems like it's pretty lubed. There it is. Alright guys, that's gonna wrap it up for today's video. Just a quick recap. We were able to clean the transmission bell housing, install the new throw bearing, clean up the catch can a little bit. We changed the transmission fluid and the rear diff fluid, put some new one in there, and we got the turbo mostly installed. I decided to stick with the old 82 housing and keep the newer one as a backup just in case. The turbo fits perfectly fine in there. They're the same dimensions and trim. It's just an updated blade on this one. I got all the lines connected, the drain, coolant feed and return. Tomorrow I think we're gonna drill and tap the compressor housing for the nipple for boost reference. Then install this back onto the cartridge and clock it properly and go from there. Thank you guys for watching. I appreciate it. Have a great rest of your day or night.